Yedi kama mimi na wase ene akonya ya odi ama mi se ewie me no madwen oman ho na niema ehaw yenso yentumi fantugwa se ne be ya amanfo nso a wonya opportunity na wodi beba free so no na wodi befa yenso na yebedu ha na yenso yebetumi aka no yenso ya hwekon a yedi befa so it's unfortunate say sa nkania edundumi we are trying to do politics with it, but the reality is that say odi niema bi wo ho na odi politics a ebeko ababe tiaw because wonfa nkania dundum enye politics, wonfa petrol enye politics, wonfa dollar enye politics, because it can go back and come and hit you.
Yemfa kania in your politics. Partisan politics.
Partisan, okay, fine.
Partisan
but Ghana haunyaka politics ni pe ubie ni say partisan na oreka. So what I say, one fa exchange rate enye. One sanso fa fuel and I fangu enye because we have no control over it. These are near maybe international market no
determine
it is a one obabe J2 no abi buomai na wodi eno e politics a ebekwa ba betia eno bi na sisi ye ho
yenka dumzo de nka senka anye bia yenka yenyina am de ozenka timi kura yensem
onim no kware no yempanyefo no enka nkire Ghana fo no kware na wo ho ne say capacity a ye use imprempren no enso yen nipa na do so sen nia esisi ye hia because akosombu na nkroma si no yembi se hu say over the years apart from bui terminal planter what dia ba keka ho which one beam and won aye a generate power sakosombu no shut down sisi the whole country off. But we keep saying, say, you are extending electricity to the rural areas. You are extending to baby as so be any be. Yembi say who say we extending megawatts ahe any idea can as a man. Obia ba or the politics. And maybe baby do no person ofia bema or bema nkanya na gina so onyako na the next person no beba no onya betrasia na sanko na bibi ho enti enye dum so no ena yende but ye person panyifo ti asese baby anokware no wono wo magana fo because I wish a statement ekoso a ECG the statement ba na gridco de ne de ba na takrade we abwazi hono so wonso wodi wonde ba West African gas pipeline wonso wodi wonde ba so which is which. But the long and short of it all is say if we impo a company idea, why would we be owing all these independent power producers at the go? When they come at the Obakuka na enka Obaku, but all of them to extent that we can't even afford money to buy fuel. That is the highest disgrace.
No ga uzusu se nke ye wo bibi ti se akosombo ni nseso.
That's it.
That's
it.
Bia ngaza thermal plants ye fire hon to supi.
So that's it. But you see, the Bia make see Nkrumah vision na no Ghana no. President Bia Maya always have vision ni bi. All the presidents are being their vision are short-term vision. They don't have any long-term. Because it's a long-term vision. And can never be a now be ya. In do 3 years now and say you go. There are some policies Bia. And say they don't think ahead. They don't have the vision to implement it, you know. And no, and how young as a man.
You who doom so now, near country on say, mpanimfo abedi enso a eni swadi huna ehwe kan.
That's as simple as that.
That
is it. Obi kan tim se meboa. And it is true. You see how many megawatts and I'm paying for a nyina what they account. They are always looking out for short term. For terminal plant bar. Is it not a short term? Is it not short term?
Yeah, but what the capacity to fuel it there?
No, are we having the capacity to fuel it?
Example, I mean, examples, papa, when it comes to energy production, your thermal, your hydro.
So why can't we go for solar? Why can't we use waste? Why can't we use wind? These are all areas we can exploit. And solar, Ghana, a year boy go waste. Over say Obroni over say Obroni Chrome where we and onye bibia even kran ewia kakra bia bo hono kra no they are able to make good use of it.
Oh na zo mu krom snow to omu di snow ne de ebre
unia
omu krom snow to
ti ni krom snow to we do in Kenya
David
you in Kenya onko wanso ko pe dwumaye ana onko won ko pe dwuma enti so no hu ko no hoko ye dwuma na u ba be compare snow to ho na ewia bo ha na me ewia no me man go waste meanwhile you can use it
snow no go waste
say onu do me snow no go waste kra na still I one because still you go and depend on him and you go there for a loan you go there for assistance but onu no ma ha meji assistance bia wo de na oba be boa no kra na oba na oba boa kra na e be wi achi no no wasan atwa ho bu no and so and you see when we can decide say even we'll divide the country into the northern zone and the southern zone and make sure say the northern zone will use solar to power them for electricity and it is workable.
So share baby a war and politically say share prior to 2016 general elections say ade friend dum so a fly or may muha a bay triapia tria no na 8 years onam na what to say obi dum so saade no tibi mu e na na catch.
Let us not forget to say dum so has become, let me say, a word that internationally people are aware. So when you even listen to BBC, you listen to CNN, you will hear people saying do so. It is our own weather, simply because we were in darkness. And we ask ourselves and say, is it worth it? Say, somebody would describe the situation in Ghana, darkness in Ghana, as doom so, and when they speak on international platforms, we are happy to say doom so is over.
And
then you have somebody who is supposed to take us out of the doom so, who is supposed to bring plans here we can be able to
rely on,
or get out of that situation, rather doing politics with it and then comparing. Say, where we are. But if we keep comparing, then we'll ask, say, we are still enjoying, and also then I found. So the little that you can do, you do it, and then we move on. That is how we build a country or a nation. Look, Abrofuna debia yekonwa yekusuya niamano. It's not just, they didn't just wake up one day and then they got to where they are. Way back, na obehua watoaso. But niaye how yen dodoa ne say obi abana wa yebribi no. The next person to continue so that emoyen kanu obeja no akostart bibi afresh. Inti granted say we see a be a 3-story building. Na we do second floor. Na wa buy fiswa. The next government no beba instead of completing to get the 3-story building na yebe wia yemmo kanu. No so aba be 2 foundation foforo. Na 2-story nesi honom no. I say we are. Now I say A typical example, Konfanochi Hospital, as you say, we see
It's over 40 years.
It's over 40 years. Another example, buildings here, we are all. You understand? Until you ask yourself, say, when these two political parties, NDC, MPP, and over the past 30 years, they have been ruling this nation. And so, what can project when you jar at home now, Kikabuma, it cost a taxpayer over $20 million. Over $20 million.
So between the NPP and the NDC, who share the Omoye or Memu given the opportunity to rule. Any ban party politics near the Omoya. Who is a Omo party interest at your main sign a chain the Omo any sort of
say both of them don't have the nation at heart. They always think about party. That is why when we are even having national events, you will see political parties members as well as the leaders of the various political parties championing their party names. And football, we may end up seeing both political party flags on the pitch. And it is happening. We go to stadium and then you see NDC flag, MPP flag. To extend, say, even our law courts, we now have MPP lawyers and then NDC lawyers. So where do you and I, where do we go? When we have issues, where do we go? And it is out there. Say, look, there are some cases, these are for MPP lawyers and these are for NDC. How can we rule a country like that? Iti yama partisan to extend say what the Timamufu need, we don't care. So look at what is happening in Parliament. It's a clear example. People go vote based on party lines. It is a adini you and you they vote.
Odini party.
Anti party no. Nipa wo constituency ni nyina don party. No, obi wo kura wanto aba. Obi wo ha or CPP or PNC or Eagle or different political party. Obi wo ho mpo a ebia wo constituency na wo mu no MPP ni no MP. But they are NDC people. And so you ask yourself, say, you are representing a constituency of about 70,000 people. 70,000 people, no? One year to about
NPP and
NDC. And the Nippon to Abama, the margin is not as big as the way sometimes we see it. Even those safe seater, both party claims, no, they don't win with over 80% margin. Sometimes it's just 60, 45. You understand? Until then, when you get to Parliament, this is where you need to reason and ask yourself, say, hey, sometimes it say, what do you think about the ordinary citizens?
By practicing democracy, I will say majority rule. That's the voice of the majority.
But
majority.
Where did we copy this democracy from? Where did we learn it from? Our colonial masters, who are Yekusunya, is that the style they do? It is not the style. And so we have copied it, but copied it blindly. To extent, say, we even sometimes decide, say, whether it is a do and or die affair. And so somebody can decide to even kill to even get to a level he or she wants.
To me, they say we are singing. We'll be happy.
To me, we are singing. We are singing. Nani pana ukwako dinu sono. Wame yumu nyine uwa wana bedinu so. You understand? So in thinking about positive, you also have to think about negative. That is why in even socket we have positive and negative. And met together, it cannot power. So when they come together, then they are now ready to take action. And once you need me, I also need you. But when it becomes only you, that is where the problem is. And that is what we find our current or our political leaders now. It is about them.
Rebecca said, time, this close numbers of parliament. Nanka said, you're okay. Positive being here, negative. The negative being here, positive.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, the nation will stand to benefit.
Okay.
Or share the akoswa. Ayesa.
In fact, in fact, I am highly disappointed in the current parliament. Say 7 to say 8 to I think it's the 7th parliament. I am highly disappointed. You see, God has a reason for putting in place certain things. It was of no advantage, and I say it just came out of something in the Nyankopon say. Parliament, yes, parliament here. We should have 20 female from NDC, 20 from MPP, and then 114, or no, 117 or so. Say almost 137.
Yeah, 137.
So 116 from both sides. I always say merima. Indeed, baby, I then apply. The only difference is the independent candidate. And we have not been able to make good use of it. That should tell you, say, we are not ready. Until next time, we will go on some farmer. Because no other trial should say, Anyabia.
We would question Yamia, and ya DNA call. Because we Yaman, I think you.
Mamma can Nananum. Nananum, Eddie, young Impenufua, Eddie, and Kangakono. They have a reason for making sure that this particular parliament, you know, obey. And to extend, say, they brought on board somebody who is non-opposition person to head parliament. And Tinka, Niamani be honuma.
Money interest,
Beba. But let's ask ourselves, Niawaina ayo money interest a wangajatu. We LBGTQ. Dem.
And on I day.
Dem. Let's say I know the parliament why and obey. And they say near Canada or the members mebaho say opa onye opa me money simply because no he sees he's out of power. And Yabeko bia he can go. Sabeko go and go. On the boni game na wi onya ne points wi. Ni dingaba nkrata mu say he was once a president of Ghana. And so whatever happens again is his back. But let's ask ourselves. Meno, there are issues and there are certain laws via eco parliament. As I say, parliament, etumishe nipa dasani enim. Not the two of them agree, say, no, we the ebema young man for one watcher one. Ebema or how be any quadande be ababeto onso. Itinka yen fiho. Typical example are taxes. There are some taxes via sabe, many women ano, yetua, yetiti and yetua. But they don't care simply because yetua tax na once one pay no wonyedi. But bosu new one say one ko parliament so one ko parliament obeni won't pay. But let's ask the civil servants. Let's ask the individuals who pay the taxes. Yetika boma yeditua oni say. So anko adwuma to aso 1 week don't they deduct? Say nyama anko yewu adwuma mu a what happens?
And on what Kakusi say?
Meka akusi say members of parliament only near moi omei near ko eba nyina no me de so mo ne bebo either say boro bebreu
na who say opportunity numbers for maybe BB.
That's it.
And I'm
masama because there was a lot I was expecting from them and I'm highly disappointed.
And yes, I know.
Una funny say you will be a friend say responsible opposition you can keep the aban on its toes. Oppositioner you check the aban on whatever he's doing to make sure say the right thing is being done. Is that what we see? Aban the need near my beba you ben bo ebi reach ni pushi ya remember mo see ministers also. Second round after 2020 elections. Second term, sorry. Most ministers also. Ministers need to be work, they don't qualify. A typical example is the finance minister because he has disappointed a lot of us. And so
the then finance minister.
Unqualified. Oh, master.
Unqualified.
The second term of office, he shouldn't have been passed.
That was Parliament.
By Parliament. He was supposed to shooting it down. They are the cause of
disappointment in back on.
Yes. They are cause of our
Parliament. Finance Minister.
That is the point.
After election 2020.
Thank you.
You were disappointed.
Highly disappointed. Highly disappointed.
Why not the appointing authority?
The appointing authority, a party member, not buying our power. This is the people I have. These are the men. It is up to Parliament to decide. Say, look, the man you claim he is good, no, we see him as bad.
Veriata performance as a finance minister.
Our problem in this nation.
You see, Veriata performance as finance minister. 2017, 2021,
okay.
beyond.
Okay, so let me.
Okay, so and yet the best I will.
Okay, so let me tell you, he was the Minister of Finance in 2017, right?
Yes.
2017, where were we? Were we not in IMF?
Yes.
So the IMF were coaching us. 2018, IMF were still coaching us. In 2019, then we decided to exit from IMF. And what happened?
Would you say he's a worse minister or finance minister?
Let's say what happened. You just look at the scenario.
Yeah,
so without any coaching, he can't do anything.
Because maintain was so cast a finance minister be appointed in the second term, and as a finance minister, we will make a call on any Parliament and
now even the parliamentarians themselves, over 80 of them, his own party members, stood up and said, he should resign.
And I'm paying Pamuno.
Yes, I'm paying Pamuno. Simply because they realize the man, is a finance minister.
Do you agree with that?
Oh, yes, of course, because and what are we to show for? Road constructions and major ones are yenim say esanka by now you nyina ekonkonho no to oni ho ni say oni ho na so we jawa to ode ohana man adena say you say that you
and a minority na we blame you on.
Yes, of course, because
in fact parliament because they were supposed to check the executive and say adibi amode bahano ebetumi aha wo man inti yampene man koso. And how many of them have they been able to check? They came with e-levy. Well, catch and say e-levy is going to solve all our problems as a nation. All who say Parliament very rejective for Riata. After while serving as finance minister 2017, ABC 2020, now all call for 2021. Umunyina dear so send a performance as a finance minister.
Yes.
And as a umunyina dear on disqualify na de.
Maminka bibincho. Omano yestatiko ahunyem. Just as we exited from IMF. Until the COVID ebemu just to sustain the pressure na ebekonuso. And lo and behold, sika esamba omaimu during the COVID time, no, any better manager would have been able to manage that finances. But because he's not a good manager in terms of finances, in terms of this country's financial sector, no, that is how karma yahuchire as a man.
So Veriata was a bad manager.
It's a serious. If there's another word for bad, I would have used it. I have to be frank with you. Our problems in this nation is the finance minister, our president, advisor for international and what today. This is just an insult to Ghanaians. The man, his own people stood up against him. Simply because until all these years, from 2017 to 2019, I exited from IMF. Oforiatta should tell us what he did, really, what actually he did at the finance ministry. It was just as he started taking over, say, okay, they say I exited into Yaba. That is how come Nyama Bebreji sem co-printing a whole lot of Sika and the Bank of Ghana.
Oh, any economic problem now, see also Maya. Yeah, because of no for retired finance minister.
Yeah.
That's the whole country.
Yeah.
All our economic problems. You blame me on no for
but who was the head? We were supposed to, we were made to believe, say, he is in charge of all our finances, in charge of the economy, and all the institutions are he supervises all these institutions.
So
GRA, he's a Bank of Ghana, customs, everywhere we generate income. He is the head. And this income never now a dex so, and you are not able to disseminate them well. What happens? Are you a good manager?
Term and term no implement some key government policies.
Okay,
free SHS.
Okay, so
many of them,
so,
as you know.
So let's take the policies one after the other.
One bigger investment into the education sector
is the free SHS. Let me ask you, if this free SHS is a long-term investment or is a short-term investment?
That is supposed to be a long-term.
But do you see it as a long-term investment? Because on one case, we should review it. Somebody who claims we're implementing ADIA is supposed to be a long-term, not just after a year or so of kickoff. He came back telling Ghanaians that we need to review it. That should tell you, there's a question mark. And indeed, there's a lot of question marks. Look, Mino Kasei, Mino Kasei. From 2 for a bar, fee last year, I will call Machi. Bibrinanium.
Oh, Nana. Nana, could there be not? Nana, that time I now could school and could have been. And there be debut. You will girls in the young time. No, but you see, young time, no, Tenefi. 3 months, 4 months as a work school. You are always in school. And everything was on point. You understand? A dear in Nama could have been him. So, Oma quite bare fee. Yeah, and I didn't. There's never been an occasion.
There has never been an occasion in Columbia, but in Colani Befia, they don't stay for such long periods. And besides, Yembise who say, Niema Elcosmo school on, Mene Subi a chum. And of course, there will be your old system. You dare not even have access to so many things. What I say, the discipline is there. And Ubefia, the kind of traditional Ufemunu, Sisi teachers don't even cane. You understand? I don't know. As a result of the policy, you see, the right of the child. Abufran was school, na school eduan and kuya. Obenyam. He will be tempted to look elsewhere. Nima many now we are not able to cater for near messages or the manner. What do you think will happen? Okay, so many things. I know in new school or now for some if ye what do you share a buying? I will for no say one band best fear. Abia say 1 month on him say 1 month. She say if you ho cram funny be fear down be school cry. I will for be any. I will for so sorry mo. You understand? So there are so many things happen in those days. Mama kwana mo ba obia makwan. So if it is extra classes mo nyina moko. But since I say obi wo school no obi nso fie, and headmasters cannot complain because uko complain is here you be ready. It is a mofrano nyema bi or kadi omudi be hwehwe so esua de o hokro bi ni ho they can complain. As we speak, dining hall is not even compulsory. But in your case, in those days when you were going to school, dining hall, how dare you don't go to dining hall?
And no food is leaving the hall.
And no food is leaving the hall. You understand? So ask yourself, say the headmasters and the headmistresses are even happy because they can't even afford the meals. Inti mofrane pa and woko dining hall. And these are reality on the ground. Obeti wo say o aduan shot wa ha obeti wo say but ni nyina mu no ye mi say ehun si review no eno ne den review no adena baba be stay abe state senior for moving from O level ya de ba SS enu controversy e ba me kai pa yampene na say papa J person Daniel but e be wi achi no ina ya tiase because no oba no onu so
to say the free years just any problems
yes so when you come na baby a problems no no utumi ishe mudinga we'll move forward but say yekasi let's review it now kesi ebia ompenia and I say review ni say ube cancel and I review ni say obi pese oyi fi ho a it is neither here nor there
the uka one more and say you review free years
oh yes of course because when
I agree with that
I agree with them
where review means
say we should either involve the parents in decision making of the school. Say there's no parent teacher association. It is only parents association. And what happens in the school, the parents don't have a say. Ugoka yamfanye juma because near every ministry hobano and no what be juma.
And I mean so as one so ato meaning of review. Oba ko secondary school. Oba bema. Yama kwan wa befie. Time so an okọ. Akoda no ye mona ba wo school. Oyem show. Teacher ni opa no okọ dan ni ho. Wo obma kwan no obefie dia o nsem. Okọ school dia o school rules. Wo say de wo de man wo fie ene de onya wo fie no still no oyem show free say policy binti obano ebetimi akwa akwanyem ana bibi.
Okay. So me wo fie masore makwejuma. There's what we call planning in everything that you do. Meaning say me ba mbekwan na obedi 2 weeks. I have planned for it. In this situation, we don't have that plan. It is just monko tam so amomra. Sometimes headmistress or headmasters don't even know the data mofrano.
Oh really?
Oh yes. They don't even know the data mofrana that say obebe fie and I say wobeko. You understand? Inti all these things we need to sit on a round table and say look, the free SHS has come to stay. However, curriculum I the bechiro emini
and no parents and no mechre.
Oh, they be and
parents have no hand in the curriculum.
But you see, in those days when we were having PTA, say school bibi chiro won adwene so a PTA e fato no ho so. Inti most of these big schools, let me put it that way, schools bia yes, who say bibi o ha we say this was built by the parent teacher association. But say kwanye bi na hwe ni obesi. Simply because they don't want the involvement of the parents to be part of it because when you say free, it is free no memfa bibia meshim. But let us not forget to say answer na bufra be where school no na awofo no ka wo bo no obi wotumi boka more than 10,000 because odi niam kwa mo de card destiny nyina ko bisa say card duster cars no okwa paper car ho school
akoda no prospectus
yes
card duster
me can that
school ben
me small girl be school I don't want to mention the name. We bought duster
akoda no the car ko or go school
and me say duster car duster so say where go so we paper car ho but just imagine say school nkoda omo over 1,000 no be the car duster ba obi adi broom prior tintin bi obi adi cutlass. You understand? Obi adi tiro, obi adi omo, obi adi detergent. Ask yourself, say, in our case, when you are going to school, who to tell will tiro ni nyamagu chobo suma and when uni school ni niasem. But in this case, no, over to dia would have makolano. No what's go to school there? Then we say free.
I know they say enya ban age. The school. And in the men for ban. Abano ko school. That's the paper.
You see, is not good. But you see, something we are planning it for a long term. We need not to do it the way we are doing it. Anyway, I feel abedani we track, first track, second track. Oh, when I say
everyone go first track, second track.
Oh, and Oma unim says say schools need be honoma form 1 for na befi. Yeah, form 2 and form 3 never. And a form 2 for because of Easter break into Oma befi. Into there are tracks. Maybe I'm a former school. The track is still there, Ukwapman School. So I say, there are schools.
More green, blue,
yes. The form ones are home now. Omoba, seventh, I think 8th or 7th March. Emubaku, 4th March. I've forgotten the day. But form 2 for coin, the form 1 for number. Okwa Accra girls is the same. And so there are schools there. The track is still ongoing.
Na mamcham honye nkrato mu
mati wadaro
beto aso na yedi nkomo na Ntow Amirikyi ena meneno edi nkomo is a political analyst ye dwene omanu hu kakra and the election year ahokeka politicians ene Ghana fo nyina ye e de akwa election 2024. I'll be back after this.
Let's relive the moments with authentic music. African Legends Night, celebrating music of African origin. Let's relive the moments with authentic music. African Legends Night, celebrating music of African origin.
Adome, me dem aye krado se me ba beti kwa komono ni o.
Ah, na wo kwahin.
Mani swade hunu na mpese me kosua pon suku wa mono ni no. Se abamu ankasa. Africana Vacations Limited. Adwumakuo no ama na bamu ama me.
Hey sa, eni bo mi mu e.
Africana Vacations Limited. Adwumakuo wo Ghana ha sua pon kese ba ko wa America brochima mu. Aji wona tumu, no gina wona mu. Se wo mo mpanipa, no mo nkonko sua de e wa America brochima mu. Se wadi emfie du ensia akopuma duonu mienu na okuta wabodi nkrata amekire wo SHS certificate nkwade a Africana Vacations Limited ebetumi aboa wo amwanya akonya akwa de e wo Green River College kayo so mo fawa ba bia wo duti beto de enya de abadwene ho kra Africana Vacations Limited esentumi boa wo e ma onya akonya ekosua de wo suku ahodo a woni gye ho a wa amanone
Badu enya mehwi so manante sa pesa akonya we se mitu kwan akosua de wa amanone meni o kase kra Mrs Tete pesa akonya yi ama ne babarema no me ko ka tre no sisi a ama nako Africana Vacations Limited.
Africana Vacations Limited esam boa wo ma otimi ya hoboaboa ekope visa a wo de bekwa amanone yesam boa wo ma auto ticket a obetimi dia fa wiem hyen etu kwan kwa amanone ebio yesam chow free consultation
na kwan be so na mefa any Africana Vacations Limited edi nkita ho.
Africana Vacations Limited ewo Achimota mile 7 Frekeke ewo homatrofo isu 0257 962483 another Sheila 0257 962459. Africana, discover with us.
Let's relive the moments with authentic music. African Legends Night, celebrating music of African origin.
Ebzoya junjune Ghana ho kakra na on a very soft tone na ebreso a ebema kwan na wode wadwenkyere de aba ebreso ebe bi huma no na wode wadwenkyere de aba mama can fall down well in insurance from for over 30 years now. And claim payments near capacity or home near the Enyasam Kitwa crowd. Danwell Insurance Company, I would the Hoko Domno Abusia. Brano said ye here so ye mount. No Zampa, Dimitri Akukoshe, we are saying, Nehunsun Sanzonian. Oya ye, papa. Omeimu dear. Obie nim Danwell Insurance. It is a motor insurance policy, fast insurance for both domestic and commercial properties. No. Obie accident policies be public liability ni huns and sema hodwo. Police bay na we here na ubetimi akuram yi na wetimi aye no aho harem aho aju yi pa observetimi aboa pa Danwell Insurance ubetimi afre in brokers ibi na waboa enu edinkita ho kama pa and I betimi visit any of the branches na wakwa ye na we renew or insurance policy with Danwell Insurance. Many other rewards, what the amount is save fuel coupons. One thing, it's a Danwell Insurance. Every experience what insurance, Jumedian Numuna de Eddas from Kokra, Danwell. We have 24 when you so an answer be WhatsApp 050-168-7806 050-168-7806 WhatsApp here also a bedding with dinkita hodi kama pa and I frame yentone 0242 439-488 0242-439-488 and 0302-7630-65. Now any new come on. You know that with Danwell Insurance, if it must be done, then it must be done well. Aba, I hear no woody stay. Oh, ye sanika crack. I may come for X natural mineral water at the amount. It's an empty idea, Memude, to a numerator, washes we are. That they are carrying a braboka cry, yeah, bo. Holiday season here, dear, and beyond. Is here we here? A woman in Pedriana Jan now, so is a jibble ultimum. A row with Nipedian Mena, who never need pija. That is X natural mineral water. We hear Zenji. Free, and Hara. When you Busian and Nam4, and you jump for occasion bay, and I will hear you dear small hole. Now, when my benyam, one super X natural mineral water. Gonna have an engine, I've been a Would we any Malcolm more beer and our store beer ben will be when your X natural mineral water. And I've been before when so 059 627 3546 059 627 3546. X natural mineral water is simply natural. It's your dear. It's your unions ye or bad dear na bo na your crudging come. Because ye and an Ntow Amirikyi. Amirikyi ne yɛ nkonyadin ho.
Yeah.
Ɛyɛ nkonyadin.
Yeah.
Oh, mu akyerɛ me mu. Mu akyerɛ me mu. Ɛyɛ me de yie paa. Afei yɛbɛto aba. Sɛdeɛ tie biara yɛbɛto aba. Ghanafoɔ bɛkyerɛ adwen. Hwɛ. Yɛn mmaa yɛn ka yɛ sɛ me bu afu m'ani agye dodo ntimi nto aba. Biara bɛto bi. Ɛnyina yɛnto bi. Sɛ abufuo na ɛwɔ mu a fo abufuo kɔtɔ. Sɛ anigye na ɛwɔ mu a fo anigye kɔtɔ. Nana yɛn no nkɔmmɔ no mfiri ha.
Yeah.
Abato afe.
Yeah.
In 1992, year toy under the Fourth Republic.
Yeah.
1996, year toy. 2000, year toy. 2004, year toy. 2008, year toy. 2012, year toy. For the first time, in your court to Chichi, and so Omano, you retry. 2016, year toy. 2020, year toy. 2024, experience video. Say, experience are a song.
Yeah.
We can't say be away there a fire.
Yeah. Honestly,
what do you expect? And yet winners do, but saying a Ghana for and prepare for this election.
1992. Na ye yusu upik. 96.
Is it 2 more soon?
Yes.
Ballot box.
That's right. 96. The same thing.
Upik.
And so 1992 so na the ID cards are ye soon black and white. 96 black and white. Yebeko 2000 yes sign no crown na e be a black and white. E be do maybe no yes sign ma flag no cry turning no upside down.
Hey.
Oh yes. And that
was the only turning flag now.
That is 2004 muhono.
2004.
Yes.
Near Daniel flag.
Daniel flag. Now instead of on red, gold, green, I green, gold, red.
And I started
them.
2004.
That's it.
Card no so
like
voters ID.
Voters ID.
Oh really?
Yeah. So what I say, we have gone through so many transformations.
And
to extend say, see a baby ababe a biometric. And you see, in all this, say you be changing from one electoral process to the other. Most of the times, no, a MPP for neta push pa.
Before.
Yes, I know the credit for that. With all the electoral reforms, the changes now I go through
elections.
Yes, electoral process because Oman proposal from opaque to transparent ballot box, from Agani. Then they are the same people who propose the biometric.
Okay.
So what I say biometric, but for me, what is important is say all these years, how prepared. Say even Aboframpo na won 1992. By this time, when you, so what I say, when you obetumi awo.
1992 basis abri.
Oh yes. Oh. So what I say, I'm on the background. Inti yemi say musi as omangana no.
Bana abatu.
Ebanu abatuma. Are we a good example for other nations or other nations to sort of one share ana? These are questions I will ask because going into 2024 election, the BIS Ghana the gateway to Africa. And
a shining example though when it comes to election.
We have. But over the years, in as much as say you need to bue nyina na you need to bue manetra. And so say you need bue anka BIS say ye bribi na smooth no. Then we turn out to say enigena broso na akɔwie bibi. Because say baby edu we shouldn't go into election with any violence. We shouldn't go into election whereby people will die. Because you have to sit it down. And we know say the power is in our tongue. So I say we should be able to know say this is the policy party A is bringing, this is the policy party B is bringing. based on party B's policy or party A's policy, I think say when I go to the ballot box now, let me go and choose for party A. As simple as that. And we should be able to even sit in the comfort of our homes and say, look, maybe this is how it should go. And then nanka enijaba. But yama ya dream ayeye na to extend say nipa na wobedi enim kan na wonga koye refree wo abatu no mu. De bia we have nanso and they always give us the reason to always doubt them. That are my problem. Because one baby no, people are doubting your neutrality. But every reaction, then you realize they say, as time goes on, when you hear Emma, people still doubt you. Election is a serious business. I always say, I have issues with those spring up political parties, excuse me to use my language, but they don't seem to be serious. Because elections is a serious business. It is a country you want to govern. And when you are governing a country like Ghana, it means on international map, you have been seen as one of the developing countries Africa is looking up to. Until for you to be doing concert when it comes to election issues, for you to be doing propaganda, I don't see you as serious. And some of these smaller parties can come together to make sure say they become a formidable force. But Oka Nkusiaga. Oka Nkusiaga simply because they know why.
You're proposing say all other political parties apart from NPP and NDC.
If all of them can decide say we are all merging.
All political parties.
And let's say all like NDC, MPP, CPP, maybe those who believe in the ideology of ABIA and Nkrumah, those who believe in social democracy, they group. Those who believe in socialism, capitalism, they group themselves. Then next way, yes, okay, this particular way near the ma capitalism for wonga nyeni epe inti yede koma social. After no ebema competition in my then I strong. But you see, in our part of this country, it is about NDC and MPP. It is a obire bampo na okita ideas bia. Then both political parties na one can say, oh, na sa kwa we the assembly of the banakra and no be na yensu yekra. Until then they kill those political parties before they even come out. And one year to extend say they have make ordinary Ghanaian afa bibia to the team say so to Obama PNC they will still vote because PNC to me my power. But look, say to my PNC me to my PNC no di machi to my PNC the numbers go up. Then we can say oh, this year we have been able to vote for PNC.
How organized are these political parties? Because me to my PNC to my PNC or any other party, Ejina party na ho boa odi jinem.
Okay.
Ene na ho keka.
Okay.
Ano na ebe shi obi nkran ni say.
Okay.
Party emutuma na mpa ombetimi abom maba ho ban ama mpo me nyampa. Meaning say me party ko e nya sei.
Okay.
E obi no ma.
Okay. So over the years. Kwancha de father and what dey.
Ska.
Over the years, 1992, be seen there. Political parties been able to make. They be say ubu man so. Political party funding is a major issue here. If all the political parties are having the same funding as the NDC and MPP, I can bet you say the smaller parties can do better. Because most of their policies are the policies are NDC and MPP they implement. A typical example is a national health insurance.
Why don't go first come on?
This is a conversation.
Because time at NDC we need power. Now there was nothing like political party funding. NPP really power. And there was so other political parties, and then whoever is thinking of forming a political party, on pay way
so that is where the conversation has to begin. Must we fund a political party as a nation? Emribi say utumi efale u parliamentary candidate or electoral commissioner, they give you pickups. Do we still have those pickups? No. As we speak, 2012, BBC, Emre Ayum Sisi, who file who candidate who is here, they don't give you anything. All that they tell you is that, so we really want to me a required percentage who's can show. And so over the years, look at the number of so when to me which can show do baby so I am a refund. Until over the years, a party like PNC, CPP, ABIA, PPP, all these political parties, once you can would 1992 you know be seen there. So you ask yourself, say, as a nation, then you go
into a contest as a political party. Was it Omanumwa or now Brabidi?
Omanumwa, let us not hide behind certain things. Let's say as it is. When these two political parties are in power, it is the state money they use, whether you like it or not. The state for their party funding, and they set up people who would then intend to assist the party. Oh yes, of course, because they will make sure say, hey, asimesi bibi o yebiano. I know there's a to tell is that obidio. You're a national chairman of a political party. Mo be catch the NC. So contract biba, you bring kickback to the presidency. Okay,
kickback.
Yes. In the MBC, sa kickback and then what day? Is it not for the reorganization of the political parties? But in this case,
MPP ni NDC.
It is true. Somebody should tell me say I'm lying. As we speak, say NDC were power. Vehicles are OUSU, government vehicles are nimnu. Echo rounder on party jobs. When they are even leaving power, they allocate their cars to themselves. As we speak, say John Mahama or Ruko Babia, convoy dinanim, cars dinanim and Tamo or president Okon, say cars be how the manekwe. President Otisu se CIA President Kufuado, Kowa Woko or the private canekwe. No, the coin, and your coat of arms, Nebon. No. Now, coat of arms, and your got a state car.
No, a campaign, a party rally.
In some local town, not Ghana flag, and now wash it. And I know shape a party shirt. The bill, Vice President could down now Oshe Ghana flag, and a Ghana jersey.
Number 2 gentleman of the land.
The bill, number 2 gentleman of the land. Or no coin, also Oko walk. And I walk. Walk no coin. Ghana, I don't know Jubilee House. Oh, and there be a Simbisa, Enka Jubilee House. Make Kassem. I even a Blue Mountains wall. So much make walk. But you forward the car, convoy no do any police vehicles in a county, police adjuman. But essence one political party in dinner or political party platforms. You use all these state cars. Now, the PNC Suko Walker, would they be having state cars?
So
that is why I'm saying, say, that is why I'm saying, say,
CBP, come to power.
That is why I'm saying, say, we claim, say, the state don't fund political parties. Meanwhile, they do. And they do it because
to political parties.
There's
no budgetary allocations to political.
You and I know. You can't say it on air here. You and I know. Say there is nothing like budget allocation for political parties. But indeed, it is there. Indeed, it is there. You understand? If it is not even say Sikampua, you say state institutions need to use way. state institutions they using it.
Like
The state institutions like the police, the army. I mean, as you speak,
someone expect some penny cover bia.
exactly. But okwa kasa hine di nanim. Kasa hine ka no ho. Ministers na won aye ministers away ministers no. Once one kasa na ekono I counted a convoy. I think I saw it on social media.
As the convoy asem acho they said they work as a main funny maybe in your politics.
Aha. So we said that.
Achepa.
Yes. The same thing obi, and you see Mumpase abahin otisui. Emra honya tumunu in 2016 December. 2017 also one will be issue the old cast newo Jubilee House. Inti no first public way urban no other BM and we state BM cast by 4 and I didn't buy. Oh, the next time na oroko baby na cast be kakra bi na dinachi. After a year, one crack am party executives. One crack Land Cruisers no, ebi am party executives. Party general secretary, party national chairman, party director of ITs and all the directors, they were all using the V8. And so you ask yourself, somebody who claims say, me ba, me you suit me then you have turned the whole thing. Now let's ask ourselves. There's a whole chair in a Land Cruiser for him at the expense of who? That's a Easter now. Must you put your empty chair, your chair in an empty car? No. It's any kafa fika na fakwe. Na e dia we grant yourself a state in the but you look at the number of convoy.
Yeah,
you understand?
Vehicle and carry logistics and some of these things.
Masa.
No.
Akumani logistics.
Na akunya. Oh yeah.
Logistics. Baby abeko bia say can efa logistics no efa kunwane ko ansa bia ne ebefa other things.
No phone by. No ka kini kra.
Na say debut. Me pami nkoje fuel bia o. Me na me struggle to me fuel. Me and I'm struggling with BBR. You understand? But in this case, we're a state. Once say we don't use state resources to fund political parties. So but in political party rallies, you call high buses. Buses are state-owned buses near the MPP and NDC. We banners as in saying, heaven or this kind of so if we want to fund political parties, let's be plain. Let's just come out and say, look, it is about time get the democracy natum. Into going forward, no, let's have a round table discussion and say, look, we are going to fund political parties. But because we don't have any law to fund political parties, that is why these smaller parties, they depend on this NDC and MPP.
Again, who fund the political parties are Formula Bena they fund in a sense that is it a guarantee? Is it a bema coin? Ama other political parties in your coin idea. Na omunya coin idea we are. Would that be the solutions we all been yearning for?
Okay, so you see, it's a good question. You see, Electoral Commission, they be okay see. By filing statement of account. After filing, what happens? Nothing. They be okay to say, I'm going to check your offices. After checking the offices, nothing happens. But if we have made it a law, BC, so to me file taxes, will give you such an amount because what to me. Asha party this way into your books are okay. Into say will be 100 million to be able to do your party activities. So be it. Ebia uba offices are you say you are lacking furniture. You are lacking ebia some basic logistics. Bia say we as the state yademawa you'll be able to move on and compete with these other political parties. So be it. But we don't do all this. After making the noise, submit your statement of account. You are asa. let's go and check your offices. Here we are, asa. Say as to say offices nimpo. What on Gary wo so why there wo nobody knows. And so we bribia in a manner there. It is only favoring the two political parties.
Nana Ntow Amirikyi.
That's right.
A political analyst na menene di nkomo awie. Na this Easter in fact because subtle e pa ho adabe did di nkomo kakra e for men ra afi abatu aye betu ni ade. Nana e chere na adwen senke ya kebebwa. Nana ojiri yesese oman no fund political parties are. Ebebwa ma party bi etimi ebedi ade.
Oh yeah. And besides, we are all on the same page. We'll be on equal platform. So if it is 10,000 they are giving all the political parties, and bear it in mind, political parties are one register, mubibia, up to date. And the state decides, look, when we check your books and everything, your finances, everything is okay, you are entitled to 10,000 every year. There will be seriousness. And people will now be doing the job. Look, political parties, they don't pay their officers. But political...
But
political office, political parties. Oh yes, because the two of them have all been in power, and since they have been in power, they have been able to take some of the money and kept it somewhere.
Are you saying
to reorganize their party?
Are you saying minus the MPP, NDC? Other political parties, if you cry fear battery, be sikabi free baby ba, ede abrewo mu, and kabaku beti me win nipa 2024.
To be honest with you,
political parties, no MPP ni NDC.
Say sika MPP and NDC, omudi beshim. Sa sika no eba a political party bia, he can also win power.
Because the other political parties, no, the omu here is ka.
Ana Mr. Kantra, kwanche adiyefa. Sika.
Look, you organize your omu.
Masa, o organize ya. Ube fiya ako yendia. Ube nanto.
Debi.
Ube fiya free. Ube tofa ngwegum. Udi nipa beka huako. Because enya se u organize political party enya nipa bako. You need people around. And intina war structures. Organizer office or secretary office or women organizer, youth organizer, chairman, need 3 assists. So when all these people are moving, you expect them to move with people. And if you don't have what it takes to move, how will you move? And the other political parties, no.
And then they won't tap the experience of MPP and DC. The ma omutiminya be power no mutinye bi.
Missy. They can't because
they
say no.
Omdo innovative. Before
no, they can't. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Where we've gotten to as a nation, these two political parties have created gurus. They assess them. That is all. Because look, say Ejuma Empo and a contract impo na Abambi Waswa, or the Bema, any of the other political parties now wants to go to me, Asher one supporters now. It will still go to the party people. It will not come to PNC or CPP.
Say,
or your road contractor.
Nane say, NDC is in opposition. On minor resources in human self, to me accuse NDC of incumbency, abuse. Until resources be in someone. Or is it CPP or Hana?
Debut. CPP or a member of parliament.
Debut say, I don't know if I
3 arms. The judiciary, legislature, and then what? Executive. Who are at the executive position?
Party.
Who are at the judiciary? Judiciary who appoints. Judiciary who appoints.
And they say what the amount for the Obama.
Judiciary Chief Justice. And then Uba legislature.
Amount for Obama.
And over the years, he funa 2012 2012 and what KK other political parties in office. Until 2016, there was no other political party in office in Parliament. 2020, the same. 2020, the same. Until let's ask ourselves, what happens?
Me tell you, say, but about 2024. National elections na wuntimi organizing union. We identify a constituency a stronghold na we winning so a difficult for a political party.
Me pese me kire we say the monocracy na these two political parties have introduced into our election process no is killing us as a man. And say we miss our sikani bia you can match up.
Okay. And the all
families.
All families say afi in Parliament. After December 7th, Sabre near to Abanoa. Any other political party apart from the MPP and NDC in Parliament in 2025?
Say
party BNTM we need to be
from the way I think
Nyama Kosu.
Say the way I Nyama Kosu ya impo dodo na ntumi nko Congress idi. I don't see any change. Yes. Me see.
Okay.
From where I sit. Dodo na nko Congress. Ebia wo betwe na ka 3 months ansa won akọ Congress no.
Obia ntimi we need see.
Because look, Obi a funny member of parliament over a year ago. At once you need flag bearer over a year ago.
Many planet to constituency no more year.
E ma manfu nim say asimesi we ye de ne ko. Now 3 months. Na fena what do oni ma be kire. I mean,
na presidential no so
presidential no de no kwari nyame anim. Clear leader my for now.
Oza.
Yes.
You be winning presidential to you
clearly than
why. And munyan why
a clearly than
why. Open.
So some from Bahia July, August, I can be able to tell you. But for now, clearly they be my. And they don't know Ubi.
Me say we be. Was it for Parliament? 2025. It will still be NPP, NDC.
Yes, if the trend continues like this.
You be independent too.
This time around, no, independent, no,
bad things you be independent in Parliament. Okay. Now, no independent, no third party.
So if the trend goes like this,
said the TSC.
And you see, one thing we are getting it wrong, and they say some of these people who are coming up, if they have tried in their constituency, they will win hands down. But they want to become presidents. They've not gotten there. Because, oh, Massa, I don't want to be mentioning names.
But then, before we have a president,
constituency. Me say, I don't want to be mentioning names. Because constituency no, na say constituency constituency bim. Me tie me fi Kropon constituency.
Woni mo bi e wo Kropon anka wo ko hangu be wini. O fi na ho den ko constituency ho a.
Say on fi ho anti constituency nim. So fi ho mpo a e bia we decide say onyi nanim. But say me am ti here mayi manim say me fi ho yi. Na say me go say sika ni bia. I would rather go to the constituency. Because look, say constituency is solid. So hard there is nothing. Me manya diganga say me, if you take me as MC or DC, sikaya wade bia wade ba soro hey, me mfama.
Ewebu mraso.
Me mraso. Emra be na obebu so. You see, this is where we have the problem. Because the 1992 constitution na no ni say enwa na ni fa muo mai nti so obi bi kura na we say constitution
ya point to the position of a DC na o revenue was order cause men fan come
na revenue
ya point to
na revenue no eba na ye bre wo ho no then what is the sense?
Then you be judge man to one.
And then we don't want your person money because your person money koso baby to say adoso. Me menya catch you say senka me will meet to me pa, and I have told me him say oh my to na wojin wonyai because in faso bi enu say be bad also market aba beje to na sabe market no baby a woja wona nkra bi ni ho. Then what is the essence? Wo beje Tuesday no beje Friday. Now to me Friday sisi ho. And on the ridge it also happens to be baby revenue wonya ne fi more. Inti bisa hu say wo ye MC wo ho no na wo je sa revenue nyina na untumi muano na 6 months and I say a year untumi fanye bibi no hu say why bibi significant then
and also for edwa ni here friend say
we say
facility a mo be yo mo ye wo me bo.
Oh yes
ebi ni ho
from me nim so former MPU say or still MPU dokua na wagwan aba enkran no enye Ghana mra nka me nim say ukoye MP na wan ya de wo baby a wona utumi gwan fi baby ba se ma won abo me foforo nti mba be ye bibi foforo another constituency. And you see people
how long you live in a constituency.
And when you see people hailing and saying say oba no aba be bua. Some baby say no o ho anso no jai. And some baby say okoye market na say nkukobu. Market or yeah market bisi wa say nkukobu. Market no muwa no kran go went me muwa no.
So far as you're concerned 2024 we aka say done deal mana.
Obo. Obi anya done deal biai. Oh, that don't do be anymore. So you see,
how the independent view are holding.
Oh, just say, as someone me can them one thing I say. See, for now, there's nobody leading the race.
As a Ghana for you, Madriana.
Me say, for now, we are listening to the fake promises and what they can do, and what they can
so far,
do.
They ain't what promises no ebi e dey policies ne promises ne dey na wate
ebi say
Ghana for kan wa say
ebi mu say what the 24-hour economy ba ebi mu say they are expanding digitalization and they are using blue economy brofwa kesi and you ask yourself ebi mu say industrialization ebi mu say we are coming with a force. You understand? So you listen
for
then just
the butterfly,
the butterfly, or the
change.
That's it.
24-hour economy. The digitalization man.
Yeah.
When na what? Now what free Ghana for? Then na what pa?
When you know, near Ghana ni story anopa. Obetumi amanesa konano 3 times daily. That is what they are thinking of. As we speak, those big words, you know, bikomekra, kentensia, kufichiri, Ntow Krum, and nasifwa.
We need 24-hour economy.
Onim digitalization because onya network. That's what I say.
Network.
Obey just work with people biso. Yes. Even every usamba in Sachi. There are some 2 towns be when you say you can connect from Obum Kwabenya Obum into Ebri. I could do in Sachi. Ubefa Dedema Wafa Bebia Papaya sorry second chance as well. All the catapult all the way to in Sachi. Then you go to Obudang na wako fro ako we pokrom na wako. Do you know say in between Greater Accra and Eastern Region Ayobri there are some 3 towns there's no single school. There's no school, there's no park, and there's no network.
And I've been saying, no school,
no public school.
No Nkrobe.
They say between Ukrundina, but between Dedeman and Dedeman is Greater Accra. Into between Dedeman and then Insachi, Ebri, Ebrifo, a village. But say you want to develop. And between this, there are some 2 towns. I say Kojo Krom. There are some towns There is no public school.
Inti emomoko other towns.
People walk all the way, almost about 30 to 45 minutes to Insachi to attend school. When you are there, you will not get network. Unless you decide, say, be all for people, I say, who could breed people because of one people style. And these are areas where you abrobe full more. And he say, where you abandon your vision, you have a school. And how much does it cost to build a public school?
Numbers are
there's no numbers.
Our district bank.
Our Equiapem South.
Equiapem South. Okay.
And Obiama has been MP for almost only God knows. And
no public school.
No public school.
One community.
My friend said, I can say one community. Such as because about 3 different towns. There is no public park. There is no public school. Even park your home pool, will be private plot. How would sports go on? So these are some of the things, the reality on the ground. It is not about the talk. It is not about you saying digitalization or you saying 24-hour economy. Now let's ask ourselves, digitalization. And I'm going to say, baby, we have networking. That tablet here, who did networking, how would you use it? In Chishomama, who say over 70% of the schools free Wi-Fi now is not working. And he take it, say, man, and the Wi-Fi is not working. How would the student be able to use the tablet? So, no, but you see, we need to build on the systems now. You see, in UK, there's a place called London Eye. I say tourist site. Say you see the whole UK, the view of the whole UK. London, the whole London, you see the view. It took them 20 years to be able to do that. Simply because they want to make sure, say, Adena Wayenu, they will not go and come back and leave it. And that is what we call visioneer. Because when we say, Adiwe Dachibinu, and Chirima, now will come and enjoy. And when you sit in it, that's an out aeroplane. So I say, well, yeah, na say, no, I say, but when they got it right, it has been 7 the people who be full aeroplane if he neighboring countries, including Ghana. When they go, they see it too.
Yeah, and that means they implement policy. I was here to say, a drew baby, ye betting. That
is the point. You understand? And we should make sure, say, policy now, it should be a long-term policy. And we shouldn't leave it along the line. Because now, rush in implementing so many policies. The issue here is that but yes, social. Okay, look at the teachers' laptops in my we're complaining. Ebiako strike as we speak, they are still home. We decided say we decided say the policy of giving teachers laptop is good. Abba, let us make sure say every teacher is having his or her computer or laptop. Say then when we move from the next thing, we know say we are bringing a tablet. But we don't do this, leave it somewhere along the line, and then come giddy say we have promised say this is what we intend doing, and because we want to win political power or we want to score points in it, we push it on, and then maybe we na akwajinsem. Na I say
back to election 2024.
Yes, election 2024. And let me also ask my friends, say, what is 24-hour economy? And what is inside the 24-hour economy? What? No, so far, you see, so far, there are certain things that me, sitting here, I would have preferred to say, Enka Embrum.
He
doesn't carry weight.
No,
Nyamatini doesn't carry weight because
for you 24-hour
the
economy.
24-hour economy, more of them are talking about services. And services, what services? Services, does it bring a lot of income? Services doesn't bring a lot of income.
A lot of service.
Most of them are saying 24 hours economy. If you are the passport office and will be up on 5, another person will take over. In the services now, when you say will be your passport now, you can go and do it. These are services.
And people will be employed.
People will be employed.
You
will
get
go
more
and pay.
taxes.
You will go and pay. But what about manufacturing? What are we manufacturing that we demand? When you are doing services and you are manufacturing, the manufacturing gets end product. You can export some, you can also consume some locally. And then with that, the economy can be able to grow. Tama MPP case, one district, one factory. I was happy because those districts... Straight on point. Those districts are going to come out to
one district, one factory is a straightforward policy.
Yes, but
than 24-hour economy.
Yes, but the way you handle Yenyaman, that is how Kama agency. Because we have promised the people. And so whether say factory na edebano, it will generate a lot of income. We don't even care. Say shoe factory be in container nipa for bi pen be adwuma oma, we don't care. The fact say and say a factory be and what district, we don't care. But when we talk about factory, then pana you be to me akasi, this is a factory producing so and so. You cycle beer.
You were looking at much bigger factories.
When you go outside and walk of one factory, sir, outside now, what factories are they talking of? Do you think they are talking about pizza joints? Do you think they are talking about tea joints or food joints? No, they are talking about machines. Juma console here, television and asifu. These are factories. Juma, and in this country, where are those big factories? Even the ones that we have.
But is there a shot safe baby near baby? One more call China quans was be. Baby or energy baby kitwe bi enso niema wo produce no ebi ana eso ani anti yan shase kakra
niema no produce no machine no machine
say okay yenya asalam da ya ji asase no be quarter and yes factory kakra and you produce microphones no market
what we should know as a nation is your niema your raw materials. As our raw materials, we can be able to process it and make sure, say, when you move from one point, it goes to another point, goes to another point. Now, I recycle as I'm ABC. Let's take something like agricultural products, BTC cassava. Ukuyani beduya banchi. Uduya banchi ni via. Obi beba betu otu wia ebeko machine no be pili o pili a ehun na we pili no obi betumi dia yesemra obi betumi dia ibiribi foforo. Are you getting the point? Enti sa adimu nankasa no say ya factory bi emphasize salam down anyina is noted for cassava processing factory. Enti there were over 1,000 acres of land. And farmers achichem obia dua 10 acres odia wie no there is a factory there yetu yape na edi akoho yetu yede koho no sa factory no ori ya adwuma o enti okuani no onye 24 hours
ya obi di banchi ni bi yensa
obi di gari obi enti at the end of the day no banchi nankasa na esi from the ye export to you. But some processes na ya no ebedu achi no gari ni yebedi bi yebe export to bi starch no yebe yusu bi wa ha yebe export to bi na the income I think aba omani mu eno sa no when you tell me say
a factory
and this is going to operate 24 hour me to chama. But when you tell me, say, Nipani Munangasano, he's struggling to get a job. He's struggling to get the money. But at the end of the day, no, services now may offer the Ombra 24 hours. Where is the person going to get that money to come to give you that services for the 24 hours? We should be able to have something that ever generate income no abba.
Same to us here. Neze 24-hour economy no. Abeye adwuma. I just say nyema bi ye adwuma e economy no once.
As simple as ABC. Vaku. Nkruma ye no ye say by 2020 ebefa nipa over 2,000. 2020 a reduce ma fa nipa 400. And instead say ebe koye nim ya reverse. And what is the state of Vaku now? Meanwhile, there's a company in Scotland. Wayensa. Baby Obi Soros is Scottish whiskey. The factory was done in 18th century. It is still moving. Because we who say, envision, so many years will come. This particular area will turn out to be, say, a whiskey area. And they don't just wake up and get a whiskey. It's a process. Where here, na baha, na kwaha, na wo konsumu no what the brain Ghana. This is what we need to do.
The explanation from the 24-hour economy. And I wunya ni ye. And I will share explanations on what they bana.
So communicators are the people who are supposed to educate the masses.
Exactly.
And most of the communicators, you and I know, what Bausho is to when they speak, they are talking about services. They are talking more for services than manufacturing. So if they contact, that is why I say some of the political parties, the smaller political parties, the ideas are there. But because they feel big, they will not contact them. And we have made it in such a way, say, winner takes all. And idea if I have been able to get to a place where you set up a secretariat, and then that secretariat is purposely for this 24-hour. Tisanianka was set secretariat for one district, one factory now. Don't you think it can help? Because this idea, yako oti regional, nya ye oti regional, ebetumi aboa eno, yebeye wo ho. Yako upper easter, nya ye upper east, ebetumi aboa eno, nya ye. With that, people will not even think of migrating to Greater Accra. Because baby obiano, that is how come Udu so UK to Europe. Na uko Mobi, ukoto adiwo Croydon. Udu Manchester, adina okoto eno price ni the same thing. And adia unyan wo Croydon, ujina Manchester ubenyabi. Into obi oha o Croydon 50 years ni onko Manchester da. Onko Leeds da. Onko Chelsea da. Onko Birmingham da. Ne dia ni say osoria adwuma na oye no ebi won impotemo because they have created chain of factories. Say bottle ni ebe ya uye bottle before ebe bottle no raw material na odi ye no ewa ha we kwa ha inti you have options. Say me farmer me dua banchi ni pe obi be say okay me processing of the gari and inti onko ye farmer no wia ontu banchi no betu banchi ni be wie no onu ankasa so ya edi akogu afirim akwa yam na ababe dangari nti you see say de bia no adwuma na wo ye no na nipa na bre nti oye kakra na pe na jinsem simply because the idea say it should be a chain of process abema obia tumi aye bi na at the end of the day no say our way na obetumi aye no waye no wasoro so no bi nso ababe to aso. That is what we call turning the economy around. Look, say no, Ghana, we don't need too much talking. We need action. The talking is too much.
And 24-hour economy. Who say betting a winning power for John Mahama?
Missy, for now, there's no clear winner.
Digitalization, I can. And to a man for soon to win it for Baumia.
For now, there's no clear winner.
Say, Ediana, only Ghana for Dinko more.
As a man, Missy, Ghana food don't care about digitalization. Ghana don't care about 24-hour economy. Ghanaians or Ghanaians say, "Oh sorry, I no panu when your baby or your juma." Na nisa konano.
But a 24-hour economy will give jobs to people. Digitalization will definitely provide jobs for people.
What I explained earlier on, if they add it to what they want to tell Ghanaians, Ebeboa.
So far, the Omunyan
Sir, 24-hour no. One tell the Nema way. Until now, you see, let me tell you something, some secret here. I had to say, what Kasema go from him. Na a man for debate you. Would debate here. Then you start picking Nyansane woman to be able to write your own book. That is what happened. Because look, if you say Martina Hake, I will not be surprised to say, baby.
You're now looking for the ideas.
You understand? That is why Sir Aprobono Boninano, he is trying to solicit the views of Ghanaians. And Sir Wababayan a complete booker or the beto. Intina Oshia Abuso Kanfu, Wakoshia businessman Oko Ogusuna Mokola market, Oko Ahimfu. That's
a good political strategy.
Nti oko honi nyina no oko nso a or the 24-hour economy no yeden eto on team. It is what do I sorry them. No the 24-hour economy na to na okay as of you say oh okay and na bia ya sorry dan na edu anopa ye betumi a convert it to baby a ye be chairman for where soup. Na adesan ya ba be ya sorry a ato ni team.
Ntow Amirikyi, a political analyst. Mene din komo enyumre. Happy 98.9 FM. We bet me do a drink ready about live on Facebook. Happy 98.9 FM. Some of you have your messages here. Mary Dean kakra kakra dia na ya drink Ghana kakra election 2024 as we warm up into it. Na ya head there ye betumi ya kakra kakra ye nyina we there ye de to form boko ye nyini gidigidi. Wa drink wo Betimi the Ascendeme on Facebook. Happy 98.9 FM na fe ya kenkan bi me hu se mu bebre a sha se edemo messages no eba kenkan na Ntow Amirikyi am a guest on the show. Was it good evening? I'm from Kropon constituency and I know the man you're talking to. Binzu mati se why campaign my political party. Now Manuel Jesse and by say watching live from okay, I say live which town is called Chelsea. I don't know what or patch. I say we about 24-hour economy. GM will win. I say, yes, we care about 24-hour economy. GM will win. Into GM say, GM beating me. You know, I say, okay, that one is on us. He said, we are still doing politics today. We are doing Ghana instead. Until beating me, we are doing ready. About more of your messages, making kind of we are seeing that. So, who Anloga Cosman. Over Facebook, Manuel Jesse live on Facebook. The many of you are more messages about Magnesty GH also me whom over Facebook. For I don't know Fabrana fe yanking kind. Remember, be my phone lines no they are tune na fe yen na yedim komo. So according to Nana Ntow Amirikyi, the 24-hour economy yati free John Dramani Mahama no so far one anti from I want to say Ghana was the winning card. Now utie the free Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Hoba eka digitalization so ho and so enyanye clear say e wini e de amano anana who other political parties be
Nantina Mega say I reswa July, August.
Unity.
Na Ibu senior leadership no of this nation because for now people are still not feeling what they need to feel in their pockets, in their daily life.
What is
according to say, the talking is becoming too much. The talk is too much. And so people are still weighing. Say, look, we have weighed this, we have weighed that. Is it going to help? Let's see if somebody else will come up. But I don't see how serious they are.
My minister, we see Parliament you will change because it's going to be the NPP NDC dominance in the whole Parliament.
Yeah.
Leadership in terms of the executive and so can be say so far be society there, but definitely can say very difficult for anybody, any political party, say be any power.
Yeah.
And the presidential.
It's not as easy as the way both political parties see because now you see, for example, Easter you could see say they were trying to come out with pictures of who has the numbers, and for me, most of them don't even vote. You understand? Most people
in the picture.
Some will be under
the guy the activity there.
And I will not be surprised when those people who are MPP people see say NDC John Mahama Abahwa, they will all go and listen to what John Mahama have, and when they see say Baumian Swaba, they will all go and listen. Look, people have now developed the strategy of keeping all the political parties' t-shirts in their rooms.
Yeah.
People have developed that, and we have people who have all the cards of various political parties. But at the end of the day, no, Obebisa no say, okay, adi we are wedi buy. Metina se mi hu say bia na origuso ye. Inti say bia metoma na ebeboa. Manto amane so a ebeboa. That is why I'm saying say July, August, some of these things will be settled because as we speak, recently there was a survey.
And he said, what to be before we go to the survey? Say Ghana for Kasa Honchre Woho. Now we are in April. Now first. We are started the second quarter of the year. Now still I ain't clear for Ghanaians to decide whether I Honchre or otherwise. I just say Ghana for quite sophisticated when it comes to choosing.
Say no, Ubia kuse with him. So you still continue doing the talking. Continue doing the talking. You see, as we speak, when the dollar, it affects everything simply because Omamuha, we don't produce. We depend on importing. Until once we depend more on importing, dollar ninya kosrupe, it affects everything. Fuel ninya kosrupe, it affects everything. And these are things that ordinary person now, Sebi, oton pure water crano, will feel it. Nya okotonchini will feel it. These are basic things. When the basic needs of the ordinary person is denied, frustration sets in. And when the frustration sets in, it triggers conflict. Conflict is not just about you fighting somebody. There can be a conflict in your head. There can be a conflict in your mind. Simply because nipa na uhunu say ni hu ye obufu nso wasa gina platform bi so aka bibia ebema ubu ayeden afu more enti enka uwe bi kra you will not be talking.
This year election bibi wo more special ana.
The only special thing I see is say the NDC and the MPP, both of them want to make sure say we set a record. The record with the NDC is that the former president wants to make sure say to me asan wini, and it becomes a record for President Ofisu Okoye after 8 years what me asan bedding
through the ballot box. And then the MPP is also saying, for the first time in the record of Ghana, they want to make sure, that 8 year where they be advances and they want to break it. That is the only thing.
apart from that,
and my elections in a year crucial now.
Money you crucial, but money you did. Emma and you crucial, but they did. You see, Ghanaians say you near bui, and I can tell you for a fact, say nobody will want to go and fight for somebody's father to get position. After 2020, what people have seen, both sides, if you send somebody to go and fight, the person will not go. Because when we say we win, justice be a man. Also be win, maybe you have still what do you here? And why would you want to kill yourself for somebody's father to become either a president or a minister?
And I'm some phone call you.
Yo.
Then young fa years since 1992. 1992, Ghana fought to about 96 year to 2000 year to 2004 year to 2008 year to now 2016 year 2012 year to 2016 2020. Now the me be say at the end who and first April.
Man who be
me pick specific years.
Okay.
In the year 2000.
Okay.
In the year 2008.
Okay.
In the year 2016.
Okay.
Say yes in when it comes to elections.
Yeah.
Because say yes you are making na party esiso no na enya 8 years. Say Ghana for kotoa bana party woman no enya 8 years ahokoka wo mamu saa years ya maboboi ebi na wa afi mu ana.
Okay. Say abana owoso no onye di 8 years pe na was start behave say I'm ready to go to opposition.
Sa na wait here.
Sa years na hu ni nyina no. Say du so abana te power no.
Obo no
na so asiu. Nya ekoso wo man no bia no. Onfa nya adwuma. Advice bia ode baba ni bia no. Ontie. And it has been the trend.
Trend in it to us afi.
Eguso
na April.
Eguso because as we speak, Niama, yes, a nyina no, na president is another pay. Simply because when we say Nimredu Obeko. Na yemi say we say Olukwa say o party ni so nko, and I say o party ni nyina ho. These are the things I'm say when it gets into their head, say, oh, after all, I'm done with my 8 years, no. Mami nyani amepibia, then I can just go. And that is what is happening. Because they do so, hey, only hina ube tunufu obe win kati achiro. Only hina ube tunufu or den kati begunenu no we inti ontie. Simple thing. Wankasa president otisu sisi. Yanka no kware nchiren. Or say on wankasa political party. Or say party no on my party no enu nguase.
Hey,
but party mpanyimfo no they are scared to tell him. And some of us, we will tell them, we want to say, Emma, you Kwabontin, Kwabon say, Emo, Ulma, Uruguayan party, no. And it is out there. Look, Nima Bebre or Honuma, I don't expect say Ulma Bay, but Ulma Lay. It's an example. The whole nation, including Wankasa Wajina Baby, we have to respect our values. Or we can say respect your values as a trading. What the Inca Impo signing? LGBTQ. What is signing? Na court signing. Na court to phone embassy. What signing? T. What bumraso? You all know say Okran. Then you supported it by signing.
Happy FM.
Who's that sad there no? Ebema.
Only so about the
popular kaka.
Na ogwai aeroplane. Amanfo kai. And I feel it.
There's a clarification to that. So those were
there are certain things here. Only catch it. When you be a war, can't you? To me, in Shancoot. because we shall quote and one tiasi. Aeroplane ni say aeroplane ni say air chartered flight. Inti owo baby obegware no. Inti owo baby obegware no. Owo baby a obedawo. South ase na enam wim. It is a make so gware wo aeroplane wo wim as me ka boni. Me ka boni. It is a be me nua bi oti kentensia. Me tumi ko kan chen say na chartered flight there be
Happy FM.
Aeroplane otumi gware wo no otumi dem. Na itiatia.
Nti we no mu ya de a wo ya wo say ma
and I say mpanyifo tumi ka kire
and na nyina achi
yema bebre
clear cut
yema bebre
of this election
and I make say for now nyema bebre na asesa wo memu ha nyema asesa ne say nipa bebre are having conflict with their minds, so they have not even making a clear decision.
How?
Yes,
I say one.
Someone
for whom
because
making a decision in 2000, it was clear. Ghana for in the year 2000. Not in April, say now feel heat of change.
Yeah, simply because in that time, now you say a bang not no, ne vice no, and you no record.
Okay.
In this case, the MPP are smart to portray to Ghanaians, they say, Vice President not Tesono, he has no knowledge about the ruling of this nation. In Ghana for a chance.
Not just the whole country say, Akoye say Ghana for decided because of the Baumia factor.
Thank you.
Who is Ghana for be penasempa?
Sir, who say Ghana for yepe adia you gwan bebre but obi gwan a na so gwan di nachi a umbisa hu se nipa na hefa na oreko and also dimirika na so dimirika di nachi a typical example ni ya mobile phones e buy hwe utu kwan ko amanani a oboni na ye mobile phone o use iPhone 7 but omamu ha se wukita iPhone 7 a obu se wo de wu chiri
na ni nkrabie
some coming my example. So I see. And to extend say Android phones to crown. One woman different way.
Yes,
simply because the issue of digitalization, the ruling party no, they are better Ghana Futimusi. That is going to solve all our problems, just like the e-levy. And the people
no for more.
That is the basics of their campaign. And that is what they are telling people. But people are not also aware, say digitalization is juma and I'm network. But ongo jina nkurase enka digitalization. Obe jina Chrome. Onim say network wo no waka digitalization. Ogodu kentensu ya network no onka digitalization. Obeka bibi fufuru inti ebe change. That is why I'm saying say the talking is too much.
But you said something. MPP choice of Dr. Baumia was a smart move.
Yes, of course. I mean, can say their choice of Baumia, they are bringing or packaging Baumia is a smart move, simply because they have made us to believe we say. Ono economy ne de no nka ho enti economy na ginsem no na me yem blame Baumia na mo yem blame Akufo-Addo president on ne wofa Ken Oforiatta, and that is eating into the minds of most people now, simply because sawusha digitalization drive here working no, it is being led by Baumia, which of course there are certain,
and also
there are certain things here I even expect to say minister but they push Baumia just to go and do it because we need to America, and they know say Ghanaians, when you are running, everybody will run and follow you, not even asking where you are going, whether you are going to fall in a ditch. We are all following. You understand? It's 1 year to America and what the digitalization and our car also mobile interoperability and fact is,
is a new crowd phone.
the fact is,
everywhere account
the fact is
anywhere.
before MPP came to power, there was mobile money.
Yes.
That is the point. And I don't think, say, Sanka, granted, say, Nka NDC in our power, they wouldn't have done that. Because it was a process document.
But
let us also know,
you said earlier on, say, yes, Biasia, Kaubiba, no, twaso could do be.
Yes, so what was so?
Exactly. So, and no, the good governance practices are now working.
That aspect, I don't have any problem.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that aspect there, many problem. But the other aspect, and you see, let us not forget to say, or to us because Obenya revenue of him, or to us,
every country needs revenue.
You need the revenue, but yeah, hospital now,
advanced countries,
hospital now, I don't know 1 year hospital. No, a dang now, obedemu. I don't 1 year dang now, obedemu. 1 year no. To generate the revenue now, but all basic needs now you need has not been given. As we speak, La General Hospital is still on ground zero, and simply because Obi Inye Minister of Finance, Oko Parliament to Kokesi, what the in free akusi La General Hospital, and the contractors are on site as we speak. Oko Hompuna Kuchamfunia was one uncle. Also, also down security zone. Meaning that hospital place construction site down security zone. Say cathedral hall in a down security zone. Hospital Obinsu district and so is it a security zone? You see, so Adena obe squeezy FE and Hono, they will implement it fast. But near Yebenyason Fasono, they don't think about it.
Clearly, Neo Kenche say Ghana for would definitely choose between MPP and DC. But imagine NCPO.
Well, I know for a fact to say in the coming months, a lot of people will come up, say Ghana for Abama.
Independent?
Some will come on the ticket of political parties.
Matthew Obedizera Bernard Mona.
Yes.
Oh,
yes, of course. Of course, he is coming. No two ways about that.
Bernard Mona.
He is coming.
Do you support his
going for say PNC for Edikan Tonuswaba. What Tonuswaba?
Obeli PNC.
Obeli PNC.
Unzo betima PNC ni.
Why not? He has been a former chairman. Sikano a Okano. Se woma 1 CD na memema 1 CD a wenye sika. Se obi nso ma no 1 CD a wenye sika. Se what I say, but se one man na wo kokesi ono kro ba den no be ya obede no akonanim. Se ya short code bi near say donate to Bernard Mona campaign. 1 CD. Tize na nanado mu ye ya. Na se ye jeni tum na se for once yenya young man bia why not you say ono so Ghana nkoso eno ope ni nyina donate 1 CD mana. Don't you think say it can change the narrative?
Bernard Mona make his corner obebwano.
Why not? He's a young man, and I clearly say if a young man who has a vision, and I have worked with him before, and so once I have worked with him, I know what he's capable of doing. And one thing about Bernard Mona, people don't know, say even when it is midnight, he wants the job to be done.
Bernard Mona.
Me Canada.
For president.
Me Canada.
PNC.
Me Canada. And the fact is, you see, a Jumana or party will depend on the party members and how they want to be treated. Because me say, Nipa and a human institution beyond, there are question marks. But you have to psych your mind and make a decision. Say, look, it is the way forward of the organization. And so whether rain or shine, let's move forward. Me, I have resigned from PNC. But if Bernard Mona is going as a flag bearer, and me knowing what he's capable of doing, I'll go out there and campaign for him.
Only a new face of the PNC.
It is
Bernard
not,
Mona.
It is not about joining the party before you can make campaign for the party. It is about the person who has a vision. And all these years.
Vision.
And all these years, vision and Mimi Ghana, no, he has that same vision. And so if I have worked with him, now make man advice, now automate, now you implement here, Ghana will be a sweet place for all of us.
But say what in council was Obeko?
Me no ka say.
Support.
Me no ka say. Ne office wo mo mfichiri he ya. Or set it up. Hey, I campaign office. And so mrepamu you can go and take a video or do an interview. Na botaye won ani so no. Oye. So you shouldn't be surprised when you come to the office. You shouldn't be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised when you see some of us in his campaign team. You shouldn't, because we have worked with him and we know what it takes to be able to make sure, say, Ghana will be devoid of NDC and MPP.
The emphasis is PNC for the bidding ticket number Bernard Mona. Mr. Mona hold the ticket of the PNC. Now, me for MPP ni NDC in Sinchen. Major. But you have people like Alan Kojo Martin to also a womb. Abrantia back on Zoom. Bernard Nkwa enye the only Abrantia womb. Ubenya obi to say cheddar so about cheddar. So me face when
we talk about a Abrantia with experience, you can't take it away from Bernard Mona. Abrantia in the political space of Ghana. When we talk about the youth, he should be the youth to lead Ghana, because he has been there since 1992, 96, 2000, 2004. He has been around. And so you ask yourself, say, such a young man, he was the first youngest person to become a national chairman of a political party, dine with the old, the middle class, and what have you. And so when we talk about the youth president who has the experience, you can't take that away. And when you hear him speak, you could see, say, he has a vision for Ghana.
A sense of you harboring homecoming party. Homecoming party. You're going back home.
No, it's not going back home, but it's about Ghana. Me, I always say, baby, Ameduno, it is about Ghana. Because when you travel and you see the kind of things you ask yourself, say, inti aha eka Ghana wana. Mama, a typical example, every day there is no public school.
Let me go for this quick commercial break. Me Bible say maybe before lines on the in Communica. Happy 98.9 FM 9 after 5. We'll be back after these commercials.
Aviator Refer and Chop is here. Simply generate your unique link on the Betika website on betika.com and send it to your friends. Anytime they play Aviator using your link, you make more. And yes, simple. With you, shop for here and shop for them. New Aviator players get up to 25 Ghana cedis in free bets and free rounds when they join Betika. Terms and conditions apply. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below age 18. Gaming can be addictive.
Hisense offers a wide range of air conditioners, including split and floor standing models, available in both on and off and inverter cooling systems. Hisense air conditioners features a 4-in-1 filter system, effectively removing dust and germs to keep your air clean and fresh. We have a variety of sizes in stock, including 1.5 horsepower, 2.0 horsepower, 2.5 horsepower, and 10 horsepower, 4.5 horsepower, and 2.5 horsepower for our floor standing models. Hisense Air Conditioners has built a reputation for their exceptional cooling capabilities, unmatched durability, impressive energy efficiency, and optimal comfort. Our units are equipped with gold-plated fins and high-quality copper pipes, ensuring long-lasting performance. They operate silently, providing a peaceful and comfortable environment. Whether it's for your home or office, church or school, you can't go wrong with a Hisense air conditioner. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Adome, me dem aye crowd do say me ba beti kwa komo no ni o.
Ah, na wo kwahin.
Mani swade hunu na mpese me kosua pon suku wa manani no. Sese abamu ankasa. Africana Vacations Limited. Adwumakuo no ama na bamu ama me.
Hey sir, eni ebo mi mu e.
Africana Vacations Limited. Eye adwumakuo wo Ghana ha sua pon kese ba ko wa America brochima mu. Aji wona tumu. No gina wona mu. Se wo mo mpenipa, no mo nkonkosua de. E wa America brochima mu. Se wadi emfie du ensia akopuma duonu mienu na okuta wabodin krata amekire wo SHS certificate nko de a Africana Vacations Limited ebetimi aboa wo amwanya akonya akosua de e wo Green River College kayo so mo fa wa ba bia wo uti beto de enya de abadwene ho kra Africana Vacations Limited esen tumi boa wo e ma onya akonya ekosua de wo suku ahodo a woni gye ho a wa amanone
Badu, enya mehwi so manante saa pesa akonya we se mitu kwan akosua de wa amanone me ni o kase kra me sistete pesa akonya yi ama ne babarema no me ko ka tre no sisi a ama nako Africana Vacations Limited.
Africana Vacations Limited esam boa wo ma otimi ya hoboaboa ekope visa a wo de be kwa amanone yesam boa wo ma auto ticket a obetimi dia fa wo wiem hyen etu kwan kwa amanone ebio yesam chow free consultation
na kwan be so na mefa any Africana Vacations Limited edin kita ho.
Africana Vacations Limited ewo Achimota mile 7 Frekeke ewo homatrofo isu 0257 962483 another Sheila 0257 962459. Africana, discover with us.
Welcome back to the program. Every time we're wrapping up a conversation with Nana Ntow Amirikyi. Na mama kwan now so do I drink said ya be me homa no 055 153 916 055 153 6. Okay, so let me take it again. 055 1563916 055 1563916. Na mama kwan Nana. So wrapping up, what's it? Dear Tibia, you'll be joining a younger force in Ghana.
Near Tibia, if Bernard Mona is given the chance to lead the PNC,
we'll go back to the PNC.
I will join his campaign team.
But you will not be a member of the PNC.
It is not being a member of PNC that matters.
But the party was structure. But the party will not recognize you as a member.
I don't care if the party don't recognize me. What matters is me preaching the gospel according to Mona.
And that means you campaign on the sidelines.
But do anybody who campaigns for MPP or NDC are MPP members? No. Or NDC members? No. We have people who decide to say, per their policies and their ideologies, they will campaign for them.
Key takeaways, we'll say the John Mahama 24-hour economy, no, imuha.
Sure.
We'll say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia digitalization also and so form.
Maybe.
Now, we'll say elections 2024. So nipa emienu obi enu ha Ghana for a year mutise omode man.
That's it.
Now, also asibio Bernard Mona, PNC for the manner of a campaign for him.
Sure.
You believe in Bernard Mona?
I believe in his visions.
You believe
in the visions I share, in the same visions he shares.
So you don't believe in Bawumia, you don't believe in Mahama,
you see,
you believe in Bernard Mona.
I'm not saying I don't believe in any of our leaders we have. But what I believe in me vision na me woma omangana no. And
so what Bernard Mona
Debra.
What the Omunyina to hwa na the Bernard Mona ka hwa obechusu Bernard Mona.
Sure.
Nana Ntow Amirikyi medase ewe.
Nso medase pa say unya mi na oni me adwen oman yi dache ho.
Yes, you be sure or no.
Mati.